Today we are going to learn how to take unlimited action in your life. Yes, unlimited action. The source of your actions depends on your values. नहीं समझ में आया? Let me explain. Internally, we have two kind of values: real values and artificial values. Things that we truly value in life, we always have unlimited action for that. Things which we don't value, even if you try your best, you can never take action for that. What I'm now about to show you is a live badge course that I had taken some time ago. And there is this one lesson on unlimited source of action. I'm giving you that entire lesson completely free right now. So please make sure that you take full advantage, take a notepad and pen, make a lot of notes and watch the entire lesson completely till the very end. It will show you how you can take unlimited action in your life. In fact, it will show you that you are not lazy. Do you believe you're lazy? You're not lazy. Everybody in the world can take unlimited action, and the proof is in this lesson right now. Ready? Let's begin to understand the source of your actions now. Let's now begin to learn the source of your actions. What is the source of your actions? Most people feel it's motivation, but motivation is a feeling. What is the source of your motivation? Why aren't you able to motivate yourself to take action in a specific area that you want to? The main reason is there is one more hidden layer of frequency that most people don't talk about. I generally talk about FTBA, but then there was this one layer I discovered with Dr. John D. Martini many years ago, who's one of my mentors, and he taught me this hidden frequency of law of attraction called, let's write this down here, everyone, values. Values. Now, what do you mean by values? The word values also means priorities or importance. When you give more value to something, you automatically have unlimited action in that area. When you give more priority to something or somebody, you automatically have unlimited motivation in that area. When you give more importance to something or somebody, automatically you have more action in that area. Let's understand what is the sign of values. But before that, let's understand what values is. The moment you say something is worth it, it's valuable to you. There are two kinds of values in life. There are what we call as real values. Everyone write down real values and artificial values. Okay, write it down. Real values and artificial values. In common language, it is also called as high value and low value. Whatever you value more is your real value. Whatever you value less is your artificial value. Example. Come to the gallery view again, please. How many people here really want to lose weight, but now you are realizing that you're not taking any action in that area, which means that is your artificial value. Raise your hands if you're realizing it. Okay, so that means that any area where you don't take action is your artificial value. So how do I really know what is the difference between real value and artificial value? The difference is this 4-letter word which you're seeing on my screen, TMFS. Everyone write down TMFS in the chat window and on your notepad. TMFS means time, money, focus, and space. Time. The more time you give to anything effortlessly, listen to me carefully, the more time you give to something effortlessly, it is more valuable to you. Simple. How many of you have ever had this experience where you're talking to your best friend and then you're saying bye and you're talking more? Then you're saying bye and then you're talking more. And you take 1 hour to say bye only. How many of you have done this with somebody in your life? So that person with whom you keep giving more time, is that person more value to you or less value to you? Show me your hands again. So would you say real value or fake value? Your real value. But when you don't value somebody, are you able to give time to that person? No. Let me give you a good example of this. This is a very confronting example. Many years ago, I was doing this workshop in a corporate company with a top management team. And I was doing this lesson for them. And I was asking them that between your job and your family, who is your real value? What will they all say? Tell me in the chat window. What will they all say? Job or family? What do they really value? Everybody says family. Then I asked them, who do you give more time? What is their answer? Job. So actually, who do they value comparatively more? Their job. Now, believe it or not, a lot of us don't realize that we are not giving value to our parents. We are not giving value to our family members. We are giving more value to our job, to our career. How many of you are realizing that? Type an I in the chat window if you're realizing right now that some people in your family whom you say are very valuable to you actually coming into your artificial values category, which means you don't give them enough time. You don't give them enough money, focus, and space. So M is money, F is focus, S is space. Let me explain that also. If you have true value for something, like truly value it, will you always have enough money for that person or for that area or for that task or for that situation? Raise your hands, yes or no? And even if you don't have the money, will you arrange it? Yes? Yes. If I give you guys a business opportunity where you can double your money in 1 year, how many people are willing to invest 1 crore in a business like this? Raise your hands, please. Now observe, only 10% people raising hands. Now the other 90% people would say, I am not raising hands because I don't have 1 crore. Not true. Because you don't value business. You will say, no, I value business. Let me prove it to you. If your family member who you truly value, let's say your child, has to go through a medical treatment, and in the next 30 days they have to go through an operation, and that operation costs 1 crore. In the next 30 days, will you arrange 1 crore? Now look, 100% people are raising hands. Why? Because when you truly value someone or something, you arrange the money also. Let's look at the focus part now. What is focus? Everyone write down memory. If you don't remember your life partner's birth date, will you call that love? Hello? How many of you are okay if your partner says, I really love you, but I don't remember your birth date? How many of you are okay with that? No. By the way, is it really about the birthday? Like, is that really important? No, that's not the important part. But when somebody remembers that once in a day year of you, doesn't that prove to you that the person cares for you, loves you, that person has priority for you, that person has importance for you? Yes or no? Now, some people say, but Mitesh, I generally don't remember anybody's birthday. Okay, here is an example of that. If I tell you that if you remember my birth date, and I will not tell you my birth date, you have to find out my birth date, and you have to remember my birth date, and you have to wish me on my birth date. If you do, I'll give you platinum free. Now, how many people will remember? Date किसने डाल दिया? All right. How many people will now remember to wish me on my birthday? Type an I in the chat window. Why? Because it has some value now. Yes or no? It has some value. Let me give you one more example. Come to the gallery view. Oh, by the way, this was an example, okay? Don't send me an email on 28th October saying, where is my platinum membership free? Okay, I'm just warning you right now. Okay, so on the gallery view, can anybody tell me here who believes very strongly that you are a forgetful person? You believe very strongly you're a forgetful person. You forget your keys, you forget your mobile, you forget your small things here and there, and you're like, Arey, kahan rakh diya maine? How many of you forget things? Okay. I will prove it to you, you're not a forgetful person. Nobody is a forgetful person. Are you blown away by what you learned today? Isn't that amazing? We don't know that our values are controlling our actions. Did you realize that you have unlimited action in you if you learn how to match your actions with your values? Isn't that amazing? In fact, now you're about to watch a demonstration that I'm going to do as a conversation with somebody in the class right now. But before that, I'm doing a similar workshop. In fact, I'm doing the same workshop once again called Advanced Law of Attraction very soon with a new batch. I'd love to invite you to be part of that new batch with me, where I can probably have a similar conversation with you personally as part of that batch. Maybe you'll be lucky, I can pick your name during that live batch next time. And best part is, you don't have to pay anything right now. There's a link in the description. Register quickly right now. In fact, pause this video, register now because there are limited seats. And the first lesson of the entire Advanced Law of Attraction is completely free for you. Then you decide that you want to be part of the complete Advanced Law of Attraction. Make sense? Will that help you build more trust and have more confidence in Law of Attraction? Great. Let's continue our learning. Let's watch this amazing conversation that I'm having with these people in the Advanced Law of Attraction course on values. Let's go. All of you repeat with me. It's not a matter of memory. It's a matter of values. So if anybody values something more, will they remember it? Oh yes. Let me prove it to you right now. So Rishi, you said you're a forgetful person, right? What do you forget easily? Like keys, mobiles, what, like you keep things here and there and you forget it?
Forget my keys and many times.
Many times? Almost like 3-4 times in a week?
When I go downstairs, I forget my key and then go to the car, come back and get my key.
So you believe you're forgetful?
Yes.
You're not forgetful at all. Everybody in the world has unlimited memory for what they value. I'll
Okay.
give you an example. Are you in a job or a business?
Business.
Business, okay. May I ask what's, let's say, your average monthly income?
4 lakhs.
4 lakhs, great. I want you to go to a jewelry shop
Uh-huh.
and tell the jeweler to make you a diamond,
Uh-huh.
like a solitaire for 4 lakhs.
Okay.
And then tell him to take your key and your keychain and
Mm-hmm.
install that diamond on your key.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And now carry that key with you. Obviously, if it's your key, you're going to carry it everywhere. What are the chances that you will now forget this key?
Never ever in my life.
Never ever. What happened to you? Look at your wife smiling already, like, what happened to this guy now?
Impossible.
But you see how powerful value is? The moment you give value to something, your
Right.
brain says, never ever. I'm not going to forget this.
Right.
If you're forgetting something, it's not because you have a bad memory. It's because you don't value that. I'll give you another example. Don't give me the answer, but do you remember your mobile number?
Yes.
When you got your mobile number for the first time, how many of you remember the first time you got your mobile number? Anybody remembers? You must have got it at home, or you must have gone to the Airtel or Vodafone showroom or something, right? When you read your first time your mobile number, did you take half an hour to memorize it?
No.
How much time did it take?
Just 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes.
Like this. And from that day till now, have you written your mobile number hundreds of times?
No.
But you still remember it.
Yes.
Why?
Because I value it.
It's your number. When you truly value something as yours,
Right.
you remember it.
Okay.
Like, Ragini, right? Your,
Yes.
your husband and wife?
Yes.
Okay. You said you forget things here and there, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken Ragini out for a drive, and have you ever filled up petrol on the way?
Yes. I
Yeah.
have. Yes.
And maybe she gets out for a minute to go to the snack. And most of these petrol pumps, sometimes they have these restaurants, small grocery stores nowadays. So let's say she goes out, she buys something. Have you forgotten her and come home?
No. 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 Never.
Never?
Never.
What are the chances that you will do that?
0.000 negative.
Well, that's because you value her.
Yes.
When
Correct.
you value people, when you value things, you don't forget. But if you don't value, your memory is gone in that area. Our brain is very, very smart. It chooses where to invest memory.
Right.
Whatever is your real value, you'll invest memory there. Whatever is your artificial value, you'll forget it. In business, if somebody owes you money, will you forget it?
Never.
I've given you multiple examples, but does that prove to you that nobody has a bad memory? It's a matter of values.
Yes. 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 Absolutely.
Perfect. So with that, how many of you are realizing that our values give us unlimited time, unlimited money, unlimited focus, unlimited space? Yes or no? Let me explain space now. So there was this one gentleman who came to me once saying that his son is very lazy. And I said, no, your son is not lazy. Everyone show me your hands. It's a matter of what? It's a matter of values. He said, no, my son is very lazy. I said, okay. Tell me something that your son is very good at. He said, video games. How many of you have children who are very good at video games? Okay. Do those children have unlimited energy for those video games? Yes or no? Like, do they forget eating food while playing games? Yes, because what do they value more? Eating or playing? Playing. And in their room, on their mobile, on their desktop, on their iPad, do they have space for their games? Oh, yes. And do they manipulate their family members to buy more games? Yes or no? On their birthdays, on their occasions, do they find ways to get the money? Yes or no? Because they value it. Now, the same child says, I don't remember maths. But is it about maths? It's not about maths. It's about what? It's about values. If you can train your son, if you can train your daughter to value maths, if you can train anybody to value something truly, they will get unlimited time, money, focus, and space for it. If you can make somebody not value something, automatically they will not be able to give time, money, focus, and space to the same thing that they used to give once upon a time. One last example. Do you know somebody who's divorced? Raise your hands if you know somebody who's divorced. Have you noticed immediately after divorce, we don't have time, money, focus, and space for the same person that we used to? Yes or no? Why? Because divorce means what? Now I don't have any value for you in my life? You got it? Now you don't remember things. But someone you really value, do you remember what they like, what they don't like, what they eat, what they don't eat, what are their preferences, what are their choices? Do you remember everything about them? Yes, because you have photogenic memory when you value something. Now, why am I teaching you this whole thing? Here is why. Everybody write down one area of your life where you're struggling in the chat window, quickly. Any one area. Only for one. You may have more than one area, but right now, just one for now. Relationship, love, career, health. Okay, let me take each example one at a time. How many people here are struggling in your health area? Raise your hands, please. Now that you've learned what you've learned with me, what does it prove to you? Health is your real value or your artificial value? All of you unmute and answer my question, please. Is it real value or artificial value?
Real value.
Real value.
Artificial.
If you are struggling in that area, is that your real value or artificial value? Unmute again.
Artificial value.
The reason is because you are not able to give it what? Time, money, focus, and space. But why aren't you able to give it time, money, focus, and space? Because it is your artificial value, not your real value. Is there another area of your life where you are succeeding? Yes. That's because you're giving TMFS to it. Why are you giving TMFS to it? Because that is your real value. Everybody got this? All right. How was that? Give me one word in the comment section below. I always ask people to give me that one word because sometimes what you feel can be easily defined in one word. So tell me that in the comment section below. A lot of times people ask me, Mitesh, why do you give so much part of your course for free? Simple reason, trust building. The more you trust, the more you invest. The more you invest, the more you get return in value. So now I'm inviting you with all that trust that I've earned with you to come and join the Advanced Law of Attraction course. And like I said, no need to pay anything. I'm giving you one more lesson completely free. Why? Build more trust. The more trust we can have in each other, the more we can learn from each other. The reason I'm so confident about this, because I'm 100% confident I can give you 10 times more value for any amount of money that you will invest for the course. Doesn't matter what is the fees. You will watch it at the end of the first lesson. But I'm telling you, whatever is the fees of this course, the return of investment on this course is going to be 10 times more. And you will say that to me, not after joining the course, even after going through the first lesson. That's my promise to you, which is completely free. So register now. I'll see you in the first lesson. Let's continue your learning on Advanced Law of Attraction now. See you there.